fucking Sonic. Sonic Generations was the silver pinnacle of modern Sonic games after the near death blow, which was the 2006 entry. Colors beforehand was received well, but fans knew the blue blur would need something a bit extra to really show off as his "I've still got it" moment.
Wonderful!
While Sonic Generations may not be a totally amazing game, as it does have a few glaring issues, nobody in their right minds can deny just how great of a game it really is. Story has never exactly been a core strength of Sonic games, as when they attempt to be deep and epic, things quickly get stupid. Shadow the Hedgehog is the exception. I love this emo-infested piece of shit. But luckily, the story in Generations is kept extremely simple. Maybe a bit too simple. Sonic's friends throw him a surprise birthday party, and Tails gifts him a single chili dog.
Like this.
Like it? I love it!
Even though there are literally hundreds of them on the table already, but this special one has a ribbon. Okay. But things get interrupted by a purple beast thingy who swipes up all the furries and generally causes a mess of time. Classic Sonic, or younger Sonic I guess, also gets wrapped up in events, and Sonic teams up with himself in order to restore the world and save his friends, though I don't think all of them are really worth saving, and apparently neither does Sonic.
Freebie! Freebie! Whee!
In the end, it's a Sonic game. If you care about spoilers in the story, I feel sorry for you. It turns out past and present Eggman are behind things again, as they control the space beast and their plan is to destroy the world and rebuild it in their image. So, you know, basically the same as every other story.
Explain, gentleman genius Dr. Eggman from the future. It will be my pleasure!
I'll touch on the voice acting real quick. It's perfectly acceptable for the type of game this is. Characters sound the way you would expect, even to the point of abnormal annoyance, and I really have no complaints in this aspect.
I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
Okay, well, maybe the one complaint. Staying within the sound design, just sit back for a few seconds and listen. The audio balancing is so good. A favorite effect of mine is when you activate Modern Sonic's boost and you get that. It's great. Classic Sonic's Genesis-era blips when jumping and the different sounds when taking out enemies do a nice job of fitting with the two Sonics while also connecting them together. It would have been nice to hear the original songs from the older games playing in the stages as a default instead of these remixes, which are honestly kind of lame. Remember that smooth bass opening of City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2? This is what we get in Generations. Yeah. True, you can unlock the originals and switch which songs play during the levels, though having this switched around, as in the originals play and then unlock the remixes, would have been the better choice. Graphically, you can probably tell by my footage, the game is starting to age, just a bit.
Hey! Not cool!
While when I first played Generations, I was rather amazed at how smooth and colorful everything looked. No, this isn't some sort of minutely detailed graphical show of force, but just look at all of these colors. There's so much vibrancy and beauty on display here. Yeah, the frame rate stutters on occasion, and every once in a while you'll notice a piece of the level background popping into place in a slightly delayed fashion. Though it's easily countered by the sheer speed at which things fly by while still managing to look good. By the way, character designs also look really good in Generations. The series has never been one to focus on highly detailed character models, relying instead on simple shapes, colors, and spikes. Shadow looks so dope here.
That's the first time I've ever been stolen.
Generations is a mix of 2D and 3D platforming with plenty of on-rail sections showcasing Sonic's extreme speed. Going through the series' history, not every game mind you, only a few, including Sonic 06 for some reason, each level is divided into two segments, one for classic and one for modern Sonic. The classic segments have the larger focus on platforming and are supposed to be the easier one, while speed is the focus of the modern versions and are supposed to be more difficult. You'll notice while playing this feels reversed, as the old school Sonic levels are a tad bit harder than the modern equivalents. Perhaps it's just a byproduct of me being more skilled with the modern Sonic design? I'm not sure, but it's just something I noticed. Aiming for a high level rank to unlock all the bonus goodies in the game will require quick reflexes and aiming for the fastest path through the levels. After you've beaten both segments for a level 3 times, you must then find boss keys to unlock the boss door by completing at least one challenge stage per level. These challenge stages can be things like racing your double,
Double of you is your doppelganger, Sonic.
advanced platforming challenges, and the like. You'll also have to collect the standard Chaos Emeralds in order to eventually face the final boss. Most of these you just obtain by playing the game regularly, though a few you must obtain by defeating rivals in smaller scale boss fights. The Metal Sonic fight makes sense, but why are we going up against Shadow and Silver here? They're supposed to be all buddy-buddy by this point, right? Nah, who cares? I never liked Silver anyways. Controls work pretty well for the most part, though there are some collision issues, and on certain levels the speed factor actively goes against the platforming, like during the Perfect Chaos boss. I fell through the water so many times in this fight. The Egg Dragon boss looks amazing, but it just isn't fun to play against. The battle simply goes on for way too long, and Eggman says the same line constantly.
Time for a change of pace! Time for a change of pace! Time for a change of pace! Change of pace!
The final boss also suffers from poor design. Take the worst aspect of the final hazard from Adventure 2, slap on an HD coat of paint, and you get what you see here. Maintaining your supersonic forms depends on rings, but it's so hard to see the damn things when they blend in with the background, and playing in a more 3D viewpoint makes it hard to judge the distance towards the boss, but zooming out to a 2D viewpoint can be just as disorienting. In all critical honesty, the boss fights are easily the weakest aspect of this game. Sonic Generations is a game which weathers its faults and stands proud with a high quality level. For Sonic fans, when looking at all the games released, main series entries at least, the majority of them are kinda subpar. Generations, however, easily earns an 8.4 out of 10. Hello everyone, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you haven't yet, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the little bell next to it so you'll always be notified whenever I upload new videos. I don't really have a set schedule, honestly. I try to put out a review every 2 weeks, but they kinda just arrive when they're finished. Also, if you would like to help support the channel even more, why not consider becoming a patron on my Patreon? For literally just $1 a month, less than the price of a cheeseburger, you can help support one little panda and their dreams of doing video game related stuff on the internet, because that's such an original idea. Okay, thanks, bye!